This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Man of the moment, Dave Allen. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm very well. Great to catch up with you, Dave. It's been nearly a week since the news of you and Fraser Clark dropped. Is it back into the old routine? Everybody wanting a piece of Dave Allen?
Yeah, but them days have gone, mate. To be honest, this is my third interview I've done, and I'm not planning many more. To be honest, I don't think anyone will see me in public too much before the fight. When we're going to the shows, talking about Crawford Spence last night. I'm up at 6:30 in the morning now. The kid wakes me up, so I ain't staying up late. I ain't going out anywhere. So yeah, I'm not interested in all the razzmatazz like I used to be. I used to love it, to be honest. I guess that's what got me where I was. But I'm not about that life anymore. So yeah, keeping quiet and just gonna let the boxing do the talking is the plan.
Good man. We've kept in touch pretty much constantly since the David Price fight. So we're aware that you've had a couple of comebacks, a couple of shows, but the aim always was to get back on an arena card. How do you feel within yourself, Dave, that this is now happening?
Yeah, I didn't think it'd take this long, to be honest. When I came back 2021, I got a win, and the plan was to be active. And it's been three fights, and I think I've completed 4 rounds in 4 years, which is not ideal. But that's just how it's worked out, I'm afraid. Ticket sales and opponent approval and other stuff got in the way. But yeah, I've been waiting for an opportunity for a while now, and the Fabio Wardley fight was what I wanted, and I was working on that for a while, and that didn't come to fruition. And then the Fraser Clark fight came up, and here we are. Yeah, so great to be back. Great to be back in the big time, I guess. In what I perceive to be a winnable fight. Got a lot of respect for Fraser. I've known him a long time. I'm not sure he's a friend of mine, but it's one I respect massively. I've known him a long time, so I know what he's about, and he's very good. But I think it's a winnable fight. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken it. Otherwise, I've got a lot of pride. So unless I think I've got a chance, and when I was taking fights years ago, I was delusional. I thought I could beat the Luis Ortiz and Yoko's without training, but now I'm a little bit smarter, a little bit more switched on. Yeah, I think I can beat him, and that's why we're in there.
Good man. You touched on 4 rounds in 4 years, Dave.
Yeah.
That then therefore puts an awful lot of emphasis on the training that you've had and what you're going to be doing between now and fight night. Can you just give us an idea of what you've been doing up until this point and what happens between now and 2nd of September?
Well, from my professional debut on up until probably October 2022, didn't really do a lot, mate. To be honest, it was like 10 years without doing much. I remember telling Jamie Moore in 2020 the training I'd done for fights, and he couldn't believe how he couldn't. It was like normal people that do 9 to 5 do more exercise than you. So I pissed like 10 years away. To be honest, that's the God's honest truth. And I got away with it, being tough and strong, and just I can box. I was a good amateur, and that got me through it. So October last year, I just said I'm going to give it a last roll of the dice. Started working with a fellow called John Watton. I didn't have a boxing coach. I was just training with him, doing fitness stuff. I was running and he was doing my strength conditioning, and I did all that through to the fight in Malta. I won in a couple of minutes in Malta, but I didn't have a boxing coach. I then got offered the Wardley fight, but I didn't have a boxing coach, and it was short notice. So I said, "No, I'm all right. I'll leave that." And then because that opportunity came up that I didn't think was coming, I got in touch with Jamie Moore and I said, "Jay, can I come back, please? Because looks like I can get a big fight. So can I come back?" Because at the time I was just happy. I was going to get to 30 fights and pack in was the plan. I didn't think the big fight was coming, so I was happy to go on a small haul and just let it peter out and just do what I wanted to do. My dad had 30 fights and wanted the same. So, and then I got in touch with Jamie and I went over there for like 4 or 5 weeks, I think. but again, no fight at that point was forthcoming. So came back home, started training at Manor Boxing Academy with Roger Sampson, who trains Dante Dixon, Shaquille Thompson, a lot of good fighters, so pretty local to me. Started doing a little bit there. I was chasing the Wardley fight. That wasn't coming to fruition. I just kept training and training and training, and the Fraser Clark fight came up. Spoke to Jamie. So I did half the camp with Roger, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and next Monday I go to Manchester to train with Jamie to finish off the camp. So in terms of training, I've been consistent since October. So if we're talking being in shape, if we're talking fitness, never better. You know, the time out's not ideal, but I'm doing more sparring than I've ever done before. I'm actually paying to get the right sparring in.
Yeah.
So if this was a big money grab from me, I wouldn't be paying for sparring. I wouldn't be paying people to travel and to do the rounds. So sparring a lot of the top amateurs in the UK at the minute, ABA finalists, semi-finalists, and it's going really well. So the training couldn't have gone better. To be honest, there's no excuses. No excuse, time out, whatever else. There's no excuses at all. A lot of people think I'm finished and shot to bits and whatever else. The proof being the pudding on the night, I guess. But as of right now, I probably never felt better.
You've touched on the next point, Dave. We put out the fact that the fight was happening, and you were pretty much slice opinion down the middle. Loads of people were saying this will be a great fight. If Dave gets in shape, this is no knockover job. And then the other half was saying, Jesus Christ, Dave Allen was finished after the Price fight. Are you aware of that? And what do you say to those critics? Because you've not been able to shake them off since then, have you?
And Fraser Clark knows how good I am. We sparred each other a lot. I know how good he is as well. He's underrated massively at the minute. The public are saying he's useless and all the rest of it. He's good. He's very good. He's extremely good. You don't go to the Olympics, never mind medal, if you're not very, very, very good. He's essentially the third best super heavyweight amateur boxer in the world getting the Olympic bronze medal. I know how good he is, but he also knows on my day how good I am. We sparred a hell of a lot, and he knows I'm not a one-trick pony. But he also, I remember having a conversation with him in 2018, he also knows that I don't produce what I do in the gym in the ring sometimes, or most of the time. So people's opinions are opinions, and I guess September 2nd, if they're proven right or wrong, then that'll be that. But I think I've got plenty left, to be honest.
Yeah.
The sparring tells me I'm better than I ever was. They're filling me with unbelievable confidence. So I think Fraser Clark's a favourite. It's the activity that makes him the favourite in my eyes. Because if not, I've got all the professional experience, and I think I'm the better fighter. So we'll see. It's a funny one because with Fraser, you know, I really like him. You know, we go back a long way. I really like him. My dad really likes him. Well, it's business, ain't it? You know, it is what it is. So I don't want to say anything negative about him. I just think I'm that little bit stronger, that little bit tougher, and that little bit more of a clever boxer. You know, I'm not as flash, not as fast, but a little bit more clever and tougher and stronger. This is professional boxing, not amateur boxing. So we'll see. You know what the thing is? I'm excited about it. People can say I'm shot, I'm finished, and whatever else. I don't feel that way. On the night, we'll see, but I don't feel that way right now.
Is it hard to dream, Dave? Because I know you a little bit, and you've been guilty in the past of looking a couple of fights ahead, and you know there was always that 2 fights from Joshua thing that went around. And
yeah.
Are you looking at what just could be out there if you get past Fraser Clark? Because
not really, mate. No.
Hero.
I'm a realist, first of all. So with a win, I watch Fabio Wardley for the British title. You know, if I lose, I'm fed to Johnny Fisher. You know, that's what it is. That's being realistic. That's what it is. So the Fraser Clark fight is the be-all and end-all right now. You know, I'm a lot more mature than I was years ago. I lost to David Price. It wasn't a pleasant experience, and I kind of spat my dummy out. You know, and I guess I'm getting all the backlash from it now. You know, should have just kept my mouth shut, dealt with my business, gone about what I need to go about, and carried on. But I was a child and an idiot, to be honest. And I'm paying the price for that now, in a way, to be honest. I was always a nice kid, but I was childish, and the prize fight was scary. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it was scary, but I went through proper meticulous medicals after the fight to box again, and I passed all of them. So I appreciate when it comes from a nice place concern.
Yeah.
But some of them are just arseholes, and some of them haven't got a clue. They're just regurgitating other people's narratives. So I don't really care. The fight's on. So September 2nd, we will see. And the thing is, I may be just a great sparring partner, and maybe I just can't go some levels in the ring, and that's the top and bottom of it. There's loads of them like that, and that might just be me, I might just be mediocre when the lights are on. So September 2nd will tell me a lot, but I won't expect they've done me out. And like I say, if I get beat, well, as long as I'm healthy and I want to continue to box on. This is boxing is my passion. I love it. The coaching, the managing, the fighting, all of it. It's all I know. So I hope to continue for a while, yeah, and I hope to do that at the highest level possible, and that with a win against Fraser Clark. That's him to continue in big fights.
Top man, Dave. Before I move on, we just spoke briefly off camera, and I know how much it's meant to you to get this opportunity again. So I'm genuinely chuffed here on a personal level, mate. So can't wait for September the 2nd for you.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, to be honest. I kind of I gave up on it, and thought it was over, thought it was done, and just kicked myself, And like I say, the whole sparring partner thing, and the whole not being able to do the same in the ring and handle nerves or handle pressure, or maybe just not being as good as I would hope that I am, or do you know what I'm saying? So I had loads of questions, but at least this fight will give me some answers, I guess.
Yeah.
Not all the answers, because I would like to be more active going into this, but it's not worked out that way. So I'm using Fraser Clark as a stepping stone to get to the best me of at some point, win, lose or draw. I think I'm 2 or 3 fights away from being the best that I can be, but I think I can beat him. I've beaten Nick Webb not training 6 months, severely overweight. So
if you land another one of those overhand rights, Dave.
Yeah. So I'm really confident about it, to be honest. Really, really confident. So anyone that's got worries and stuff, you ain't got to worry about me, because I'm not daft. I know the crack. I know what's what. I know what's dangerous and I know what's not. And I don't foresee Fraser Clark as the most dangerous fight in the world. I think he's a boxer. He's not dangerous. Fabio Wardley will be far more dangerous. Fraser Clark is a very hard fight for me to win stylistically, but I don't view it as an overly dangerous fight for myself.
Can I quickly throw 3 other things at you, Dave?
Yeah.
Before you dash. Spence Crawford, you touched on it last night.
Yeah, I was in bed, mate. To be honest, I was asleep as soon as a Townley boxed last night. I didn't even see Cunningham and Davis, to be honest.
Can I just say for the fight, we did see off camera that you were going to blag it.
Yeah, before the fight, I thought Crawford was by far the better fighter. I just thought Spence was maybe his size would be too much. I couldn't really call it, to be honest. So when I woke up, I was expecting a 12-round fight either way, and Crawford looks to have just demolished him from what the highlights I've seen. So Crawford was so lucky. 5 days apart was in Inoue and Crawford.
Yeah,
the 2 best pound fighters on the planet fighting 2 other elite opponents.
Yeah,
because Fulton and Spence is still the real deal. We're just fortunate to be in a time. Crawford for me could very easily be better than Mayweather was. Crawford is in that conversation for me. He could go down as one of the best of all time. He's got time to even further his legacy and maybe collect a belt at 154, and he's exceptional. My dad actually pointed him out to me when he beat Brady's Prescott. I remember watching boxing with my dad. He boxed Brady's Prescott. I'm not sure how many years ago. I was living in Leeds, so maybe 9-10 years ago.
Yeah, it's a fair while.
He said to me, he said, David, this man will be the best fighter in the world one day. And I wasn't even listening because I was knackered. It was like 3 a.m. on an undercard again for someone. I think it might be Algei Provodnikov or something. And I looked at my dad and went, "Oh, all right, yeah, nice one." And I followed him ever since. And he got that one right. I give him credit on that one because he spotted that one early on, yeah.
Can I bring it down a peg or two, Dave? I don't know if you've got any thoughts on the whole Conor Benn. I don't even
I'm
know
not
myself
really
whether
sure.
he's been cleared or whether it's just he's free to box.
Yeah, I'm not sure. All I know is he failed 2 tests. So until they come out and say that the 2 failed tests, he's been cleared from wrongdoing for them. I don't know. I can't work it out. I don't know. I don't follow it massively. I just hear that he's free to box, but is he free to box the same way that Canelo was free to box after 6 months? Is it the same? All the others were cleared to box. There's too many to mention, to be honest. I don't even know which one to go to. There's that many of them. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe I don't know. It's disappointing. I like Conor Benn. I got nothing against him. He's got on with him really well. He's just on the same shows a few times. But the honest answer is I don't know. The water is so murky. The muddy the water so much. We ain't got a fucking clue what's going on.
No.
I don't know whether to not be a fan of him. I don't know whether he's in the clear, and that is great PR work from him. Because do you know what I'm saying? Like no one has a clue what to think. We don't even know.
Yeah.
So fantastic work from them doing that. To be honest, so we'll see him again soon in the ring, and he's evolved into a cracking fighter. Whether he's done that legally or not, as I said, I'm not really sure at this moment in time because the water is so murky. But I ain't got nothing against him on a personal level. Like I say, I've got on with him really well. But I would never pay a pay-per-view to watch him until he's all cleared up. Because if he failed the test and put his hands up in the air, he should be banned for life. But you forgive and they carry on like the rest of them have.
Yeah.
Look at all the great fighters in history going back to the 90s.
Yeah.
All our favourite fighters in the 90s have failed tests. And people don't have a clue out of the half of it.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys me when you got Dave Allen, he's shitting or he's this and that. I ain't never failed to do tests, I never will. So I'm better than all your favourite boxers because I'm clean. I'm better than all of them because they shouldn't even be boxing. So, you see people with profile pictures of drug cheats in sport slagging you off and you're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're uneducated and you ain't got a clue. As for Conor Benn, I ain't got a clue, mate. I don't know. Like I say, the water is so murky, I don't even know. Look.
Very, very last one, Dave. It's White Joshua 2 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just your very quick thoughts on that one. Surely that's the end of the road for whoever loses.
I think Joshua wins by stoppage. People are saying that Joshua's finished, but Dylan White's had a hell of a career. That's some brutal fights. Very entertaining, a great career, to be honest. I boxed in 2016. I would never have thought he would go on to have the career he did. He headlined pay-per-view numerous times. He done brilliant. Boxed for the world title. He's done amazing. I think Joshua's much fresher. I think Joshua still has room for improvement. So I think Joshua wins by stoppage, and I hope we get Joshua Wilder.
Top man.
If Dylan White wins, I hope we get White Wilder. I can't see past a Joshua win. To be honest, I just think, the first fight, Joshua was just much the superior man on the night. I thought he was bigger and stronger, and 8 years on, I think Joshua's got less miles on the clock. Because Dylan White's been he's had an absolutely wild career. So I would have to go Joshua stoppage.
Top man. Last word for yourself, Dave. September the 2nd, Manchester Arena. But you can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited, mate. I'm excited. I just coming at it from a different way altogether than I used to. I'm not coming to Manchester for a week away. I ain't coming with my mates for a week out. You know what I mean? I'm not coming to fuck about. I'm coming to give 100%. And for the first time, that 100% don't start in the ring war. That 100% started months and months ago. So, the best way I look at fights is I take myself out of my position. I think I'm very good at like predicting fights and reading them and having a good give a good perspective of I give my overview on the fight. And if I'm looking on the outside looking in, Fraser Clark's a big favourite due to my inactivity, and that worries me that I've not been boxing, not had the rounds that he's had. But at the same time, my experience as a professional boxer just outweighs his massively, you know. And I know if I can take him past the first few rounds, get them rounds in the bank, get my eye and have a look, get him worried, get him frustrated, get him tired. There's only one winner, you know. And at the same time, if he wants to come at me in the first couple of rounds, he may walk onto something. And I don't think he wants to get into a fight with me early on in a 10-round contest. So, of course, making the favourite. Of course, activity plays a big factor in the sport of boxing. I always say it all the time. So I am up against it, but I love that. I'm the underdog. I've got nothing to lose whatsoever. He has the pressure. He has the weight of the world on his shoulders. If he loses to Dave Allen, his career is over. You know, if I lose to Fraser Clark, onwards we go. You know, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm just Dave Allen, you know.
Yeah.
Nice fella, tough kid. That's it. I ain't got no Olympic medal to worry about. I ain't got the contract with Sky, so I'm just coming in to enjoy it. But I think I'm gonna win.
Good man.
I'm not braggadocious and all the rest of it, so I ain't gonna predict to win. But I'm very confident that I will.
Good man. Dave, I can't wait to see you on fight week. I wish you all the very best in camp up until that point, fella. And love to you and the family.
Thank you very much, Steve. Nice to speak to you, mate.
And you. Take care, Dave.
Good luck, mate.